Hey, everybody, and welcome to Pals Chat. I'm your host, Gina Parker. I'm here with my co host, Sadie Teal.
What's up?
Sadie, what have you been into this week?
So I've been listening to a lot of Lisa Belladonna and doing a lot of meditation this last week because let me tell you, the state of the world has hit me pretty hard. I mean, it's just, yeah. And then also, but we're also just on a lighter note watching Sopranos.
Uh,
Christopher is a real piece of shit. This is what I'm learning this season.
What
No
season is this?
spoilers. What have you been watching, Gina?
Well, the new show premiered this week, Alien Earth, but
Ooh.
I've only watched the first episode thus far due to time management. But it looks like there's so much money on the screen. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it's Noah Hawley who did Fargo, who did Legion. You did covered Fargo on a podcast you did with your
Hmm.
husband.
Forever
Were,
ago.
were you a Legion fan as well?
I never watched that show. Is it any good? Is it worth watching?
It is worth watching. It's very abstract, the
Mm-hmm.
show, but in an interesting way. It's like Aubrey Plaza, Jermaine Clement, Jean Smart. It's a
Nice.
superhero show based on the X-Men. It's like the X-Men universe and very dreamlike all the way through. But yeah, so Alien Earth is the new thing Noah Hawley's got out, and it's like shocking, like to me, like all the way that his shows are just beautiful. They're just
Hmm.
beautiful to look at,
Nice.
even if they're not for you. I think they're just beautiful to look at.
Were you a fan of Alien, the franchise, like the movies?
I'm a fan of Sigourney Weaver. So
Yes.
the movies, they have their peaks and valleys, as
Hmm.
it were. But I'm
Yes.
a fan of Sigourney Weaver.
I love Sigourney Weaver. I think obviously Alien and Aliens are, in my opinion, perfect movies. Very different, but very good. The one that Joss Whedon wrote, though, trash. Hate to say it.
It's it's harder. Like he had a show come out, The Nevers, a few
Hmm.
years ago, right around the time he was getting canceled. And like there was a bad taste in my mouth just because he got canceled, but also like there's so much like he's got writer's ticks, like things that you can see in every one of his shows. And
Mm.
like I was watching it like at the time pre-cancellation, but there's the tough badass girl in the center, and then there's like the Willow character on the that's the sidekick, and then there's like this effeminate man who's also part of the thing, and he's the love interest, and they're so gentle. It's like all these little like I feel like he keeps rewriting the same story a lot.
Yeah, I hate seeing that, especially when it's like the same voice every time. Like I know Sorkin does that kind of thing too, where it's like I get exhaustion when I see a writer's voice too much, especially because my favorite thing about watching a lot of the shows that I watch are like the uniqueness of the character. Like I get very attached to the character that I'm interested in. And so I like when there's cast like in a Star Trek or something where each character has a distinct voice. And when I hear it, it didn't used to bother me as much when I was growing up, but when I hear it now, I find it kind of grating to be like, that's the writer, that's the writer, that's the writer, instead of really engaging with, that's the character. What's going on with all my children?
All right. Well, it's kind of a dark week for our friends in Pine Valley.
Mm-hmm.
So Palmer is going more evil than ever. And so what he's doing lately is his daughter has gotten to the point where she thinks she's 16 years old. For context, for those of you following along at home, Nina is a wife and a mother at this point in her actual life, but her breakdown has caused her to think she's 16 years old. And Palmer has decided to leave her that way. He's
Oh,
demanded she stop her therapy and fires her doctors, and he's trying to leave her like that. the year before she met her husband, so that she
Oh,
forgets meeting him, so that she'll be all his again, his little girl.
hey, you think David Lynch watched this? This is feeling a little Nadine-ish here.
Palmer has decided to leave his daughter in arrested development thinking she's 16 before she learned her mother was alive, and he's trying to isolate her from her husband and child. And so he's moving her back into the house with him and her mother, but he's telling everyone to lie to her to pretend they don't know her, that they're all random friends of his, telling her grandmother to like just pretend you're the help. Yeah, everyone's just going along with this weird story. And it's just
Man, please tell me she goes to high school and has some adventure with real high school kids, please. Is there a comedy element to this at all?
it's very dark. This is the
Dang it.
Gothic era. Well, it's one of the first Gothic eras. We'll have another Gothic era in the 90s where people are getting locked in crypts and stuff. That's fun.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
I think Sarah Michelle Gellar locked someone in a crypt, and it's really fun. I
Oh,
mean, not for the
foreshadowing.
person she locked in, but
Yeah.
and then we have Jeremy, who is secret monk, secret mercenary, secret Canadian rich guy Jeremy. Erica comes to him and declares her love for him. And he says, I'm in love with you too, but I'm a secret monk and vow of celibacy, all that stuff. And she's like, that's okay. I'm gonna look past it. We're gonna be BFFs. I'm gonna spend my life with you platonically. And he's like, you are someone who has sexual desires. You should be in a relationship that gives you that. I'm gonna let you go.
Just make it an open one. Problem solved. Just kidding.
I was gonna ask you, what's your perspective? Who do you think is the right person here? Or do you think
I
there's no
don't
one who's
know.
right?
Honestly, I think there are different solutions. If they really love each other and she also needs her needs met, there's other solutions, but that's a modern approach. That's a 2025 approach. So I
Yes,
think
that's
they're
true.
both wrong.
Hmm.
Both wrong.
But then so he lets her go, says goodbye to her. And then his stepmother, Natalie, who is also his ex-girlfriend, keeps relentlessly hitting on him and wants him back. And he's like, I need to get myself out of this situation. And so he leaves and he goes to Pine Valley and he's like, Erica, I would like to take you up on your offer of being platonic BFFs. And
Hmm.
so that's where we leave them for right now. He's got another secret now. He's secretly running from his stepmother. This guy lives
Dang.
on secrets, you know?
Hmm.
So we have Phoebe and Brooke, and Phoebe is warning Brooke again about like your relationship with Daredevil's Gilles Sinclair is causing trouble, and you need to get your behavior back in order. Now, from the clips we're seeing here, it's kind of just like Phoebe keeps warning Brooke about stuff, and you don't really see, but like Brooke is missing a ton of sleep because she's out partying all the time. She's like taking trips with him, and there's like it's starting to interfere with her work. Like they're calling her house and being like, hey, you're a reporter, you need to go cover this story. And Gilles not giving her the messages because he wants her to come out with him dancing and partying all night. And so it's all starting to fall apart, Brooke's little life there.
Dang.
And then our last thing is Tad keeps trying to win Hillary back since she caught him in bed with Dottie. Dottie couldn't get her man back, but Tad's still trying and he's trying to get money out of Erica.
Of
And
course.
so let's see here a little bit of humor.
Oh, Ted, life is just so lousy.
Is something wrong?
Everything is wrong. My whole world is just falling apart, and there's nothing I can do.
Oh, well, then I guess it's a bad time to ask for money, huh?
Just Tad being Tad.
Tad. Come on. Even the person scoring the episode knows. Come on, Tad.
He's Tad the Cad. That's his.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for this week.
Hmm.
All right, so winners and losers.
I gotta say, loser, just for the amount of evil that he's doing right now, is Palmer. Like
Mm-mm.
that's some pretty loser shit. And honestly, anybody who's going along with it is also big time in the loser category. Winner is hard this week. I'm trying to like rack my brain over who's having the least of a hard time, maybe. Oh, you know what? Actually, even though Erica's having her little moment with Tad, the fact that she's platonic besties with that monk, I'm gonna say it's good for now and she's winning.
I agree with that. I'll say Palmer is the loser for most evil, but I'll give it to Nina since you've already got Palmer because her father is just leaving her in an emotionally vulnerable state for his own ends. Like she's
That's
missing
pretty
out
bad.
on fun with her family, like, just brainwashed. And yeah, winner, I'll say Jeremy because he didn't lose Erica after rejecting her initially. So yeah, I think we're on the same page on this
Hey, yeah,
one.
we're just like the inverse of each relationship. That's cool.
All right, that's it for this week. Please like, subscribe, comment, buy our merch. I'm gonna try and add more stuff to the merch store soon. And I think that's it. Well, bye. Thank you for listening. Our theme song is Wouldn't It Be Nice by Sound Mirage featuring Lady Rand. Please rate and review, download, subscribe, all the things. And you can email us at amcrewatch@gmail.com. Thanks. Talk to you next week.